Hi, crew. I'm Kay Rain. You're here for a reason. And in this space, you're already more than enough. If this helps, even a little, you can let me know with a like and comment, or by sharing it with someone who might need it. All right, we're going to go straight to the opportunities that we have for this week. We have 3 opportunities, and the bonus one will also come from FingerCheck as well. I'll just review the title for that one. We won't go in depth about it. So the first company we're starting at is at fingercheck.com. Once you get to the home page, you will scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page. Once at the bottom of the page, you'll see several topics, customers, company. Under company, you'll select careers and open roles once you're on the next page. It's going to take you to the bottom and it's going to seem like there's nothing there, but just scroll up for a second and scroll right back down and it is going to appear. We are looking at the customer support representative role today. As you can see, it is a fully remote role. This company does a great job of posting of even when they posted the opportunity, which is not often that you see that. So that's great. In this role, you'll mostly be serving as a guide to customers, helping them do some general navigation and resolve software issues. This is a fully remote role. However, you do have the opportunity to work out of their Brooklyn-based office if you're nearby. The salary is listed here. And of course, this is a cool opportunity because it says a good sense of humor helps. This kind of means they probably don't take themselves too seriously. You know, you get the work done and do what you need to do, but be willing to kind of laugh at your mistakes or laugh if, something is this is a really rough day and you need to get something done. The part that we're going to go into now is going to focus more on the duties that you'll be doing. You'll be assisting clients with support inquiries, such as identifying and troubleshooting software issues, configuring software and reporting to meet clients' needs, and escalating issues. This will be done via making sure you document the cases in Salesforce, and it will be done over phone calls, chats, and emails. You'll occasionally also help with special projects. Under the next section, there's some information about the qualifications for the job. There's no degree required for this opportunity, which is amazing given the pay range that is listed. This requires 1+ years of experience in customer service, to be Spanish speaking, fluent or conversationally proficient, having great communication skills, being flexible to meet deadlines, being organized, and just being able to work in a fast-paced environment. It does list that payroll and HR experience is highly preferred, of course, given that this is a payroll company. However, do not let that deter you. If you have some similar experience that can even be remotely close, maybe you've worked with, some software with budgeting, or you've worked in the finance industry, give it a shot. You just never know how your experiences could work to meet their needs, and make sure you highlight that in your resume. If you scroll a little further down, you'll have to click the apply for this job to apply. It brings you straight to the application. A cover letter does have a spot here. However, it is not saying it's required. There's no asterisk beside it that says that. A resume, however, is required. Once again, just be honest as you can for these applications. If you don't have the payroll and HCM experience or HR experience, just answer the question as it needs to be answered. And if you're not fluent in Spanish, it may not be the best opportunity for you, or at least conversationally proficient. We're going to go into our next opportunity. The next opportunity is at lumen.com. You can find that by searching in Google in your browser. Once you're on the page, you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. And once you get to the bottom, right under About Us, you'll see the Careers section. Once you're on that page, they do have some additional information if you wanted to explore a little further about the different avenues of where they have careers at, some benefits as well, and life at Lumen. For today, we are going to stick to the top of the page, and right here, we're going to select View Careers. Once you're on this page, it can be a lot going on. And when I did this research for you all and looked for this opportunity, I actually did not find it under remote like I thought I would have found it. However, for this one, I would say do not select remote for it. You're going to just go right here to the search bar and you're going to type in support desk. It's really all you need to type. Today's role is a support desk associate role. You're going to click into that opportunity. It shows right here on the right side of the page, like a split view. This opportunity provides a lot of back office support and functional support. You have mostly high touch and medium support with customer segments. And this right here, this is amazing. It's work from home from any state in the United States. Sometimes there are restrictions. We do not have that here, which is great. Some of the main responsibilities are going to be Tier 2 CSS, so support plus projects. You're going to be helping to navigate and leverage resources, responding to and prioritizing requests, assisting in implementing customer onboarding workflows, completing some preliminary research, conducting renewal research to enable contract generation and readiness, escalating issues as appropriate, and documenting events and interactions in Salesforce by creating, tracking, and closing cases when issues are resolved. Those are just a few of the tasks you're doing. Please feel free to read a little bit more into detail because you could find that you actually have already done a lot of the experience or things that they're looking for. And even if you haven't, they look like they're willing to train. Look at this, guys. It asks you to only have 1 year of experience in a customer support role. And I think often people may confuse customer support with customer service. And while this is going to be a bit more of a technical role in that sense, I would say support in customer service does happen. Let's say a customer calls you and they're just wondering, how to do something or telling you they can't navigate something. You're still helping them. You're still supporting them. It's all about the words you're using and how you're describing your experience. They want you to have some fundamental understanding of customer success methodologies and best practices. This is something you can find from Google. You may already be doing it. So when you Google it, you can see, wow, I already know this. And if not, it may be something that you can learn relatively easily. They want you to have a good working knowledge of Windows and of Salesforce. Be thoughtful, trustworthy, and have strong communication skills and work in an environment where you're going to have to prioritize high volume activities. The compensation for this role does differ by state, and it's based on your skills, experience, and other factors such as your location. This breaks it down here in this section. All right, that is it for this opportunity. I hope you guys go ahead and apply. This is a great entry-level opportunity. Even if you have 1 to 2 years experience, which they're wanting that 1 year, but 2 years, you're like right on track for applying for this role. So, all right, our final opportunity this week is from Modern Health, and they are a company that focuses on delivering evidence-based mental health services worldwide. Some of their opportunities are from around the world, guys. So keep that in mind. This opportunity is for the US, but they have other opportunities that can be based anywhere in the world. Once you get to their page, modernhealth.com, you're going to scroll to the bottom and you're going to see under company, there's about us and careers. You're going to select careers. Once you're on this page, you can see and scroll a little bit more to learn more about their values and what they have to offer. For today, we're going to click on View Open Positions. Once we're on this page, we're going to scroll down to Care Matching Associate. That is the role we're looking at today. It's a remote role based in the US. Now, this role is unique in that there are several states that you can live in for this role. However, if you are a US-based member that is based outside of the Pacific time zone, you are expected to work at least 6 hours of your day between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Pacific. Keep that in mind for this opportunity. So you can live in Mountain, or you can live in Eastern or Central, or wherever you live in the United States, but some of your day must overlap with the Pacific time zone of 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. for you to work. They are looking for someone that is driven, creative, and just overall passionate about joining their mission and expanding their mission. And it is focused in mental health and mental well-being. Some of the duties that you'll be doing are you'll be matching members to the most suitable one-to-one care provider based on their individual needs and preferences, communicating with providers to identify the best possible match, ensuring a smooth referral process, managing inquiries and escalations related to the member care journey, making recommendations, and making sure that you complete other special projects as needed. They'll prefer you to have 1 to 2 years of relevant work experience at a healthcare company or in a tech company. This is actually listed as the requirement. I'm just saying prefer because it goes to 2 years, but 1 year minimum is the requirement. They want you to be empathetic and love helping others, especially when it comes to their mental health journey, have strong verbal and written communication skills, and be organized, be able to work with different kinds of people, and work in a rapidly changing environment. If you love to learn, this may be the opportunity for you. Experience with Zendesk or any other customer relationship management software such as Salesforce would probably be a huge plus. Some of the benefits they offer are listed here. They have some flexible time off. You have access to some of their coaches and therapists there, aside from the medical benefits they have. And look at this company-wide collective pause days. This is amazing. This is an example of this is, let's say a company, sometimes they shut down from between New Year's and Christmas Day. They'll have a shutdown week. Other times, maybe there's just a day that they take off on that Friday and we're going to be off that day. They don't list those specific dates here, but I would ask, what do those collective pause days look like and how are they structured for them? This could be really cool for a company if you're looking for something that where they balance work life with it. They have some family support as well, professional development stipend, and additional benefits. They even have a monthly cell phone reimbursement. That is really awesome. I would say definitely run to this opportunity. Don't just walk. And if it helps any, I looked at some of their background. They seem to have pretty decent ratings as well when it comes to employees liking to work there. It lists out the zones that they have for different salary ranges, and you can basically identify your zone. So let's say you stay in Texas, and it means you'll be in zone 3. Then you would scroll here and you would see zone 3. This is the pay range you're looking at for this opportunity. Versus zone 1 usually comes from those in San Francisco and New York City metro areas. This is their pay range. It says it depends on a number of factors such as your qualifications and your competencies for your pay range. And it doesn't necessarily mean this is where you're going to start based on your location. So keep that in mind as well. All right. That is it for this opportunity. At the bottom, you could apply. They have spots for your resume and cover letter. And you scroll further down, you submit the application on the same page. Thanks so much today, guys, for just going over these opportunities with me and bearing with me while I had my cold and any sniffles you may have heard. I will make sure we get some great opportunities for next week. All right. The bonus opportunity this week is also at fingercheck.com in the careers section. It's an implementation specialist role, and it is also a fully remote role. I just wanted to make sure I showed you all this opportunity. It goes into some similar details. It also lists the compensation here and here. You also have the opportunity to work from their Brooklyn-based office. I would say one of the major differences between this role and the customer support representative role is that this role is somewhat entry-level friendly, but not as entry-level friendly. I would say this is more of a mid-level role, or at least someone who's entry-level but has the experience in implementation or working with payroll software. And Spanish is not required. It's just preferred. This is a great opportunity as well. I wanted to make sure I highlighted that for you guys. That's all for today. Remember, be kind to yourself and to others. If you like to stay connected, I'd love for you to subscribe and be part of the crew. See you next time.